Hey everybody. I'm thinking about a few things over the last couple days. I posted about stepping into your personal magic this morning, and I came across another individual's post in the last couple days talking about the idea of things like this, and it's just like, it's so simple, it's this and it's that, and you do this and you do that, and it's just this easy. But a lot of that comes from a place of privilege. And I wanted to take a moment to just acknowledge that a lot of the things many coaches put out there and many inspirational people put out there comes from their experiences in their life. And it's just like, this is not to say that anything is easy or anybody's personal life is necessarily easy, but there are certain privileges that each of us have that others don't, and things that we suffer from that others have as privilege. So myself as an example, it's just like, I am a cisgendered white individual. There is a level of privilege that comes with that. I am someone who has access to the internet. I was born in Canada. I am in a safe space in that sense, where others are not. And then on the flip side of things, I'm a woman. I am just barely over 5 feet tall. I'm not a very big individual. There are a lot of challenges and risks that come from that. I am also a queer individual. As my wife pointed out as we were talking about this kind of stuff this morning, she mentioned talking about dealing with homophobia on a daily basis. It shows up on Facebook. It shows up in society. So it's like, even when we're not leaving the house, social media presents challenges to us. There are definitely areas of the world where being a queer individual, being gay, being unique, being kind of flamboyant, being anything slightly different, if you are openly doing that, you are risking your life. Kudos to those who have the strength to do that. It is absolutely amazing, and those are the ones who are going to change the world. The people who have the strength and the ability to step out of homophobia, out of racism, out of sexism, out of all of those things, and push those glass ceilings and push those boundaries and just shatter it all, are the reason that many of us are where we are. I am so grateful to the people who have been through things before me that have given me the freedoms and the rights I have now where I am. And I'm aiming to do my best going forward to continue that movement, to continue making spaces safer for everybody, regardless of the gender you present, the gender you were born with, the color of your skin, who you love. None of that should impede our safety, but unfortunately these days it does. So I also invite in this, it's like, in stepping into your personal magic, I do think this is something we should still all strive to do. And it's just a matter of what is the best way and the safest and most comfortable way for you personally right now to do that. Whether it is that, be out there, be present. If you're in that space, awesome. If you're not, also awesome. Do what you can for you. Maybe it's being 100% you in a journal. Maybe it's 100% you while you're in the shower totally alone. But find those little pockets where you can really be truly you, and try and connect with that and carry that with you even when you can't necessarily show it to the world the way you would like. But knowing that that is part of you and you are worthy as you are, where you are right now, is huge and can be empowering in its own way and help you take those baby steps to keep moving forward and growing and improving the little part of the world you're in. I know for myself too, I'm aiming to be aware of the privilege that I have and be able to use that to uplift others around me. I aim to diversify all of my teachers, the people that I learn from. I also believe that I have something to learn from everybody I interact with. Everybody has a story, everybody has things worth sharing, and it's I want to learn everything I can from everyone around me to help myself be a better person so that I can help others improve around me and just improve the world as a whole. The other thing I wanted to touch on briefly in this little chat was also prejudice. Because we have this idea on a pedestal that we should all be totally non-judgmental. I think that's a load of crap. We are always judging. That's how we work. That's how we maintain our own personal safety. Anytime we meet somebody, we're making a judgment. You're a safe person, you're not a safe person. I can open up to you. Nope, this wall is coming right up hardcore. We always make judgments. They always occur, often unconsciously. They're coming from our past history. They're coming from our current circumstance. They are intended to keep us safe. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's acknowledging when these judgments get in the way. So it's like if you're making a judgment call on somebody you've just met because of your experience with someone in the past who maybe looked kind of like them or presented kind of like them, make note of that. Realize where it's coming from and see if you can step away from it to not judge this new person based on another individual or a past experience. And I lost my train of thought here, but I think the biggest thing in this is just to try and be authentic and take a moment to look at where you're coming from. So it's like, is your response coming from a privileged place? Is it coming from a prejudice place? Is there some bias that you are holding that is coloring what you're seeing in front of you? The first thing is to recognize that and then take that step back and go, does this actually apply in this scenario? Because we've all been taught biases throughout our lives by parents, by teachers, by other family members and friends. There are certain things that just sort of become our normal and are consistent. And it's taking that step back to realize it's like, is this mine? Is it serving me? Or is it causing me more trouble than it's worth? So that's my thoughts for the moment. Hopefully spark some thoughts in you. I'd love to hear your comments and ideas around this as we learn together going forward. Thanks for listening.